Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. So I had a coffee talk planned, um, but I think something happened, and I think it's more important that we talk about this other conversation. We've touched on it a little bit, but so last night I made a dub smash with the kids. You know, my kids are really into the dub smash. We make probably 5 a night after dinner. We sit out on the back deck and make different ones and laugh. Sometimes I share them, but most of the time I don't because the kids are loony. They don't really, they're not interested in the creative like license of dub smash. They just want to be silly and like make funny faces and knock mom in the head. And I get it. Whatever, your kids. Dub smash your whole life away. So last night, we did a dub smash to push it. And for those of you who saw it, Max, I titled the video That One Guy at the Club, because girls, you know what I'm talking about. That one guy that's just dancing a little too close and like a little too aggressively. And you're like, oh my gosh, somebody get this dude. That was Max. Anyway, I shared the video and there was a young man who made a comment like, you know, his girl like wrote like, this will be our son or something. And he was like, yeah, no son of mine, no child of mine will act like this. Now they're young. We have all been there. We have all, before we had children, said as parents what we would or would not do, what kind of child we were going to have. We all have a vision of the child we are going to have. Our daughters are going to be princesses. Our sons are going to be astronauts or star football players or whatever we envision in our mind. Like, that's part of the allure. The same way we go into marriage. Like, we're never going to get divorced. We're never going to fight. We're in love. And like, we're going to be in love forever and have beautiful married sex every day. You know, there is something interesting about parenting. You envision this perfect child and you store up love for this perfect child. And then you have the child that you're given. And it is amazing that no matter who or what they are, you love them unconditionally and as ferociously as you would whether you got the cowboy or the not so cowboy, you know? In fact, I think mama bears tend to rouse much easier when we don't get the child we envisioned prior to becoming mothers. We are aware of the way other people see our children because we at one point were those people. I now am so much more sensitive when children are acting up in public places because I, first of all, have been there. Okay. Charlie had a meltdown in Target one time that was so bad. I think she was trying to eat the linoleum off the floor of the building. I'm not kidding. Like at one point, one of the workers there was like, has she been injured? Are you burning her? Did you poke her with a hot prodder? I was like, nope. Just told her she couldn't open a bag of Swedish fish in aisle 4. You're welcome. Like, I have been there. But I also have friends who have children with sensory issues and children who don't like loud noises or lights or their siblings. I mean, there's a million different reasons. So I try to be, there's not to say that I don't have days where I'm like, oh, can you get your kid and take them in the car? We all have those moments. But once you become a parent, you realize that it is hard and you don't always get the child that you wish for. I don't know. You don't get the child that necessarily you wanted, but you always get the child you need. Olivia, I have said it before, is just like her dad. She speaks a totally different love language. It is excruciating for me at times because I envisioned having a daughter who would love me more than anything, and we would be best friends, and we would shop together and dine together and like, I don't know, do mother-daughter day trips and things like that. Olivia wants no part of that. She loves me, but from a distance. Like, she does not need me the way I need her. Well, let's be honest, moms. They'll never, I don't know. You know what I mean. She doesn't need me daily in the way that I need her daily, hourly, sometimes minute by minute. When I kiss Olivia, it is for me, not for her. I have cried myself to sleep many a nights wondering why she doesn't like me. It is only through marriage counseling that I realize that it isn't that Olivia doesn't like me. We just speak different love languages. So I'm getting better with her, but that isn't necessarily what I would have chosen. If I was filling out some like special order form for my first child, I don't know that I would have chosen that personality because it is a struggle for me, for my personality. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. You just get up every day and you do the best you can. And so I caution young people or people who don't have children yet, when you see a child and think, oh, I would never want a kid who dances like that and flaps his arms, know that that is a very good possibility. Also know that 5 to 7 year old boys are still very immature, and they want to be silly more than they want to be cool. And so it doesn't make them gay, and even if it did, I don't care. Max could flap his arms from now until the Penguins come marching in. It would not make a difference to me or his father. But the stigma is such that, like, oh, look at how he's behaving. That's how 7-year-old boys behave. They're goofy and silly and over the top with their efforts. Olivia's much more, especially you're watching Max in comparison to Olivia, who, by the way, you notice was standing behind the chair because, like, that's Olivia. And Max is the one that's like, can I get as far into your face as possible? I love my children with everything I have in every way possible, and I will defend them in a way that teaches others. I will not get angry. I will not lash out, but I will try to educate you and say, well, what is it that you mean that no child of yours will ever act like this? Because I assure you that at some point one of your children will act like this. And here's the most amazing part. You will love it. You will find it so endearing. Your heart will swell to places you didn't even know it could swell, almost to the point where you feel like it might burst. You will be so thankful that you have happy, healthy children. Children that want to take part and enjoy time with you and hear the music and think, I want to push it. I'll push it real good. Yeah, you will. Yes, you will. When Salt and Pepper comes on, you will push it real good. It is hard out here. It is really hard. And until you've walked in someone else's shoes, you just can't know. You just can't. Food for thought. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.